Yo guys, what is going on? It's Luke here and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be giving you guys the best AUG class up on Modern Warfare. This weapon is truly underrated and is super good. Now I'm not going to drag this video on very long. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the class up, and you guys can leave after the class up has been showed if you really want to. If you do leave as I show the class up, then before you leave, if you could drop a sub and a like, I would really appreciate that. All my class setups are straight to the point. I don't drag them on to get to 10 minutes or anything like that. So every single sub and a like is much appreciated. That is the class setup though. Make sure to go ahead and copy it. It's really good. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and watch the rest of the video, I'm basically just going to be talking about how to actually use this weapon and how to use this class and why these attachments are, in my opinion, the best attachments in the game. So first up, we had the monolithic suppressor. So the monolithic suppressor obviously makes your weapon suppressed, which is very nice because enemies don't really know where you're coming from. This is going to help when you are flanking the enemies and stuff like that, and also it increases the damage range so you guys can get easier kills at those longer ranges, especially on shoot house. If you know the middle of the map, there's always some kind of head glitch in one of the spawns, and yeah, it's very easy to actually kill them with this class up because the damage range is going to help you guys out a lot. Anyway, the next attachment on the class up is going to be the very first barrel that you actually unlock, which is very good. You unlock this pretty much straight away, so I do recommend you guys giving it a go. It increases the bullet velocity, damage range and recoil control, so basically it's going to be allowing you to have more range on your weapon and also have less recoil on the weapon. Now the AUG on itself, it doesn't really have much recoil, to be fair, so recoil isn't really a problem or really an issue with this weapon, but sticking this attachment on is going to help you get people from a lot further ranges. So if someone's head glitching on the back of the map, that's what this attachment is really good for, as it increases the recoil control, so you're not going to have as much recoil and also you're going to have a better range. So it's basically just an attachment to get longer range kills. It is really helpful. I do recommend you guys giving it on a go. Now there is actually two of these attachments that do the same thing, one that you unlock at the beginning and then one that you unlock at once your weapon is at a high level. I recommend you guys using the first one because the last one you unlock has a bunch of cons to it. So the first one only has the one con to it, which basically decreases your movement speed. So I do recommend you guys using the first one, but that is just my opinion. You guys can of course go ahead and use the last one if you feel like it. Next up was the Ranger foregrip. This just basically improves the accuracy, makes your recoil control better and your aim and stabilization a little bit better. So basically you're going to be able to get your shots on target a lot more quicker and a lot more easier. So I do recommend you guys giving it a go. There's not really much to talk about with this specific attachment. It just makes your aiming a little bit better, so you guys are obviously going to be able to win a lot more gunfights. Now I just want to quickly mention, it's completely up to you. If you guys want to go ahead and stick on a sight on this weapon, you guys can of course stick on a sight and swap it out with one of the attachments of your choices. Personally, I don't think this weapon needs a sight on it. The iron sights are already very smooth, but it depends how I really feel. If I'm playing a close quarter map, and then I don't really recommend you guys using a sight. But if you are on ground war or a bigger map, then sticking on a sight can be very helpful. And if you do stick on a sight, I probably recommend you guys swapping it out for the foregrip and sticking on a sight instead. Next up is going to be the very last extended mags that you actually unlock. This gives you 45 bullets, which is very helpful because normally with this weapon you only get 25 bullets in a magazine, so you're going to have an extra 20 bullets, and it is super important with this weapon to have extended mags on. It's probably the most helpful attachment in the game on this weapon. Without extended mags, this weapon kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. The reload time on this weapon is pretty slow, and obviously with 25 bullets you're probably going to have to reload every 2 kills or so, so you're definitely going to want to have the extended mags on. Now you unlock the first extended mags quite early on, so I recommend using that first, and then once you get to the higher level, stick on the other one. Now it doesn't just increase your ammo capacity, it also increases your damage and your range with these bullets. So they're like special kind of bullets which increase your damage and also increase your range and also gives you extra bullets. So it is very good. You're going to have a higher damage input into your enemies, so you're going to be able to kill them a lot faster, and once again you're going to have a better range on this weapon, so you're going to be able to kill those people at those longer ranges a little bit more easily. The last attachment, as you guys saw before, is going to be the stippled grip tape. Now the reason I use stippled grip tape is because it allows you to aim down the sight a lot quicker, and it also allows you to fire after you have been sprinting a lot faster as well. So it's kind of like Quick Draw and Gunko from previous Call of Duties. As you guys probably know, when you are sprinting and you aim in and get ready to shoot, it can be quite slow sometimes to ready up your weapon and for your weapon to actually start shooting. So this basically increases the speed or the time it takes to actually do this. So let's say, for example, you run around a corner and there's someone sitting there and it's very, very unexpected. You guys can quickly ready up your weapon and begin to kill them, and they will obviously not have that attachment on. 9 times out of 10 they won't have the attachment on, so you guys are going to have that one up in every single gunfight, and you're going to be winning a lot more gunfights. Now lastly, I'm going to be talking about the perks that I like to use. I like to use EOD, Ghost and Battle Hardened. Ghost so I can stay off the minimap whenever the enemies have a UAV. Battle Hardened so I can survive those flash grenades and stuff like that a little bit more easily, and then EOD so I can survive grenades and claymores and stuff like that easier as well. Now sometimes I do switch EOD with double time if I'm playing a bigger map. So let's say, for example, I'm playing ground war or a bigger map, I will go ahead and put double time on instead, because it basically makes your sprint time a lot more longer, actually doubles it, so you guys can run for longer and get to the other side of the map a lot quicker. And if I'm playing on a smaller map like Shoot House or Shipment or something like that, I stick on EOD, because as you guys know, on the smaller maps there are absolutely tons of grenades and explosives, score streaks, absolutely everywhere. So sticking on EOD is going to help you out a lot. Anyway, that has been it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.